Okay, there we go. We are here, and I have no idea what I'm doing. And I probably should have told people I was doing this too. Um, so I'm going to see if anyone joins. And then if just one person does, I might actually start saying something. Holy crap, this worked. Hello, Jacob. Thank God. Oh, I've never live streamed before. This is fun. Um, So yeah, I guess I'll just start talking. Hello, what's up? I obviously we're on summer break, uh, which means usually I take a break. I need a mental break. I don't want to do anything for a while to gear up for after summer when I overwork myself to the bone. But we came out recently with all this stuff, and that's cool. It's online. Like there's photos. You can see the photos and things, but like we didn't really talk about it in depth. In fact, the only thing we did do was make a minute long short of us throwing a mannequin off of a bridge. And that's not very descriptive at all. So I guess, yeah, I just wanted to, to come in here and talk about stuff. And then also like Ben Sanders is gone. Where's our homie at? I guess just get in here and say what up to anybody that cares and talk about stuff, maybe field questions. I doubt there are any because it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a wheel. It goes, sure. So yeah, what up? Okay, love from Houston, love from Austin, right back at you. Yeah, all right, thanks, Cody. It's much easier to do this when there is another person, and instead of just me talking to the void, but thankfully, my girlfriend's not at the house, so I don't have her walking around looking at me like I'm batshit crazy. No judgments here. So, all right. With that being said, if I'm going to talk about stuff like in depth, if we're going to look at the products in depth and things like that, like, obviously we did 2 shirts, we did 2 wheels, old news. We even did cute little stickers, little armadillo stickers. Isn't that fun? I thought it was fun. Kind of weird. Maybe not like the strongest animal in the world, but we do have a theme, and the theme is it's critters of all types, strong and small. So dang, yeah, there are people in the chat. Hooray, this works. Oh boy. I have no idea how to live stream. Let's see here. Watching the Olympics. Yeah, we could do an Olympics like reaction, like live feed. That'd be funny. Somebody asked Ben asked, where did Ben go? Ben, based off of what I know, which is just the rumor mill, is just in the Philippines, living it up, apparently not skating as much. And I don't know, maybe like the internet infrastructure is bad over there. I don't know. I haven't spoken to him personally because I only talk to Ben on the internet live in front of other people. we don't ever just talk like normal friends would. So okay, I'm gonna read a few of the comments and then I'm gonna rant about this because I didn't expect this to pop off so well here. Let's see. The trick tips need to come back. I agree. I've been intending to work on that, but like I said, I just needed a little brain break because I was starting to get burnt out and I don't want to talk about the burnout part. But yeah, I just needed to chill. Yeah, seeing Andrew back in the last episode, that was good. He's been in and out of town, so it's good to skate with him when we can. He actually called me today to go skate, but I told him I'm full on out. Like I just need a moment. Jacob said probably found love. That's to be determined, not for me to talk about. So, okay. I'm sure this has been talked about more than it needs to, but I'm going to talk about it because I'm the one that made them. So this is the Jumbo Heath Burley 58. Both wheels we made are both 58s. We did that for reasons, some of them being uh, this is an expensive project and we had to work within the budget we had. And there are limited options when it comes to that. But whenever it came to like profile and hardness and stuff like that, we had some wiggle room. I opted to make a chunkier wheel, like a beefy boy, because I've been writing like not bullets, but like pretty rounded off profiles now for a couple years. And I've been like scraping frames and like I think they wear down faster. And if you lean over to the side, a lot of times I've had problems where like I'll land and I'll land a little bowed and I'll scrape out and then I fall and that's a big bummer. So yeah, I guess like all we do in rollerblading really is grind, and that's good to make grinds easier. But I also want to make the act of roller blading easier, like rolling. So I went for a bigger wheel that's going to touch the surface more. That might make royales 2% harder, but with new frame technology, like it doesn't really matter anymore. You know, like you don't we don't have to worry about like wheel bite nearly as bad. So I'd rather touch the floor and not slip out. So we went with the thick boy profile, the basically flat profile, like old school rollerblading, aggressive rollerblading style. So that was fun. The Heaths are soft because Heath is soft. I'm joking. Heath is not soft. Um, he jumps a lot of gaps. Obviously, like he's, you know, Heath is technical when we're skating alone, but if you pull out a camera, he's like, I'm gonna jump stuff. So he needed a springier wheel, one that doesn't rattle the spine when you're rolling around and jumping about. So that was it. I just kind of wanted to explain the profile a bit. It's tri-core. I looked for the differences between cores to see if there was like a big impact. As is one better than another? Is there something cool about tri-core? No, there isn't. As far as I can tell, there's no difference. Maybe there's a professional out there that can tell me otherwise, but it does take a specific kind of spacer. And if you're worried about that, they come with them. And we didn't boost the price up or anything for that. Like we're just including metal spacers with these wheels for free. And I thought that was pretty cool. So it's got the cute Jumbadillo on there on the wheel. It's not focusing because I'm using a phone instead of like a real camera. So anyways, that's the Heath wheel in a nutshell. This is funny. I'm gonna read the chat in a second, but this is funny. We tried to use color of the year 2025 because there's a few companies that try to do that. Like they catch the trend real quick and they use the color of the year. So we tried to go a year in advance and use next year's color of the year. It didn't really work out because the people that poured the wheels were like, "Yo, we don't have the Pantone. Can you get us that?" No, we couldn't, but we got pretty close with it. So it's not quite purple. It's not quite blue. It's kind of in between. The phone makes it look brighter than it is in real life, as far as what I can tell, at least. But I'm pretty stoked, man. I did try skating these all 8 down, like all flat, and it totally works if you're good at soft wheels. I'm bad at soft wheels. So I put these boys in the middle because they're harder, and we're going to talk about that in a second. I need to catch up in the chat because people are talking, and I don't want to talk to myself as I'm doing. So let's see. Mike said the infrastructure there isn't the best for skating. Oh, this is talking about Ben Sanders. Yeah, so Mike said the infrastructure there isn't best for skating, and there aren't any bladers around him. Well, I feel like almost everyone can relate to that because if you've rollerbladed at some point in your life, you've probably done it alone because there aren't a lot of us. Unless you come visit Austin, there are in fact quite a lot of us. So, good place to come say hello. Miguel asks, is Jumbo coming to the Oklahoma Showdown? If some of us do, it won't be me because I'm actually going to be in Mexico that week. So it's possible maybe some of the other dudes will, but that's up to them. And I'm not I'm not gonna go. I wish I could because I actually think that that's a cool event. I think what Zach does for that community with that event is really cool. I think him getting all those 40 free pairs of skates from Razors and donating them to people that were actually enthusiastic about it was crazy to see. There really wasn't like an in-depth competition video like that was posted. Like I posted a short one, but I judged the event, so I didn't even film. But I was shocked with the Oklahoma scene and how many kids were there and how many like enthusiastic newcomers were there. Like they did like old school radio interviews and stuff and like got the community out in Norman, Oklahoma and made it happen. So I hope people go. I hope not just Jumbo, but I hope a whole squad of people want to go. I've got nothing but good things to say about Oklahoma and the Oklahoma scene. I think it's an untapped gem of spots whenever it comes to like filming. And I think it's fun. Like, you know, the bars are cheap. If you smoke, like that's legal. And it's everything there is very cost efficient. I don't want to call it cheap because that sounds negative. We'll call it cost efficient. I like Oklahoma. Diamond in the rough. But okay. The blading code, Cody from Shreveport. There's a Ben Sanders. There's a Cody Smith. There's a Cody Sanders. It's confusing on YouTube. Everyone's a little mixed up here. Cody asks, actually coming with spacers was rad. It's not a question, not asking anything, just saying coming with spacers is rad. Didn't have to dig around for a mismatched set. Yes, you don't have to use the shoebox full of parts that I'm sure all of us have. So, yeah. My homie Greg's in the chat. Grevo. I'll see you in Miami in 2 weeks. So I'm going to be in Miami. If I got any Florida homies in the chat, I am going to skate at least one of those days in Miami. So Gator Wheel got a lot of Florida support from this Gator Wheel. I am going to talk about this because the whole goal of this live stream to begin with was talk about the stuff in depth, not just release a wheel and be like, here's a wheel, buy it. Like, here's why it's sick. So we kept the profiles the same on both wheels because I knew we were going to need to mix and match them. Like, I kind of wish we would have kept the color the same, but the Gator looked so goofy with the purple, we couldn't do it. But it doesn't look that bad on the skate. I mix and match these. Let me pull this bad boy out here. I mix and match them. I put these in the middle. I put the Heaths on the outside, and it's worked out really well for me. These are super hard. 95, mega flat, same profile, so they'll roll well with the Heaths. Same, you know, obviously are both 58, works well. I did skate these all 8 down. Very possible. But I don't skate park and I do jump a lot, like jump around, and I don't always just grind. Like I 5'd a gap all 8 down on the Gators, and it was fine. It was totally fine. There was no flat spots. Nothing happened. I didn't slip out. Nothing went wrong, but I felt it in my spine. It was jarring. And I was like, oh, these are freaking hard. So I went ahead and I put 2 Heaths on the outside, Gators in the middle, and that was the sweet spot as I've found it to be. So yeah, like I said earlier about the profile, it's a flat boy. It's going to ride well. You can cut, you can turn super deep, and you're not going to have an issue of like gripping frame and slipping out. Very cool. I've got nothing good but to say about this. I've been skating the same wheels. I was skating these wheels before they came out, and they still have the graphics on them. And I'm not skating like skate parks, like nice places. We're skating bad, awful, terrible places. And I'm shocked. Like I was ready for like it to be a little, you know, I didn't have the highest expectations in the world. I figured they'd be good because I knew where we were getting them from was good. But to see the graphics still on, dude, I've been skating like at least 3 or 4 times a week now since I got them, and I'm stoked. they haven't like the cut, like they're still flat. You know what I mean? Like they're barely wearing in. I'm having a great time. So those went well. Very cool. Uh, I'm gonna read some more of the chat. I guess this is fun. I wish I knew how to like do the whole double screen where we could like all like, hey, let's watch some YouTube stuff, like how Ben does. I wish I knew how to do that. I don't. Um, so we're just chilling like this right now. So let's see what's going on here. All right. Ramps and Rigs, just holler at us if you come through to Austin. I'll do my best to come out if I can, say what up. Life does happen though, but you know we're happy to bring all the boys in. All right, cool. Hit you up, brother. I absolutely will. You just need to find a place to park your semi truck. Well, yeah, holler at me. I think I might know a place. Um, it's called Walmart. You just park there. That's not funny. All right. So, how hard are the heaths? Jay Arias asks. They are 90A. So they're the soft boys. I was saying this earlier in the chat, so I won't be as descriptive again, but he does a lot of jumps, a lot of landings. He wanted a softer wheel. They're not the softest in the world. They're not like 80s, 88s, or whatever they are. Like they're 90s. I rode them flat. The grinding was fine. I double them up because I like the hard boys, but yeah, they're softer. It's 58.90 for the Heath. So, oh, and Cody answered it immediately in the chat. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Should have just read the next question there. So, 2024 Jumbo Park Edit. I have been experimenting with the idea of going to a skate park this summer while we're on break. And I almost broke today and I almost went, but I haven't. I don't know. We might go. I've never seen one in real life. We've actually never been to a skate park before, all of us together as a group. We've never even seen one. So, if Jumbo does a park edit, they should invite Chad Hornish. Well, Chad left Texas, so we're not flying him out. Like that'd be cool though. We need somebody that can skate a park well, so he would be a benefit. Also, I'll vocalize my opinions. I think that we have a lot of park clips and flat ledge clips as is. And I don't know if I'm the guy to add to that pile. And I'm not hating on it because, in the modern era of skating and production, I feel like you feel inclined to push and put out content. And skate park and flat ledge is cake, baby. It's so easy. You do this every day. But like, with that being said, since there's so much of that, I feel like if I put it out, it'd be funny maybe one time, because we just never done it. But I feel like it'd almost be boring because not just for those reasons listed, but just because half of us are really bad at it. Like Caleb can't even skate coping, and there's a reason you've never seen clips of him skating coping. But that's okay because he can like jump off of things, and that's more entertaining to me. So, okay, let's see. Shred Major, good job. Thank you for rooting for us. I appreciate it. Shout out to Chavo. What's good? Hello. And only a B-roll park edit. I mean, yeah, I can make that. That's the only way I would do it. So to Martz saying like you should come up here with the SA dudes, you should. SA San Antonio for everyone that's not from Texas. Martz is from San Antonio. Cool dude. Yeah, come up anytime. Preferably not during the workday, and that can happen. So Greg, see me at lot 11? Maybe. maybe my girlfriend's pretty hard pressed on going to where they do the Frankie compat. What's that called? Skatebird. Because she BMXs and she wanted to skate like the little like pump flow track in the back. So, and that's cool. Even though she BMXs, I still call it skating. Like I can't call it riding. I still say like, yeah, like yo, you should skate this on your bike. It's annoying and I sound stupid. So, okay. Start from the chat really quick. This will be quick and easy. There's not much to do this. So these are 58, 90A. I'm joking. They are AA though. They are American Apparel shirts. These are perfect for the summertime. They're thick. They're not like so thin that you're gonna see through and see all the goods. They are, it's a thicker shirt, but it's still really thin, very breathable, quality. I printed the original jumbo shirts on this. So if you bought the OGs, like the goat shirt specifically, not the real tree shirt, but if you bought the goat shirt, it's the same material. I should have got one of the goats out of the closet because it also never really faded or cracked or anything like that because of the way that they are printing them. I don't know jack about printing. I think the Wolfman will probably eventually crack and fade, but I've been wearing the crap out of mine. The color of the shirt retains for a long time. It is great for summer, but it's not so thin that it'd be bad for winter. I like this stuff. That's why I print both on American Apparel, white and black. We were gonna do other colors, but money is like a thing, and there's not like a whole lot of it to do a whole lot of stuff all the time, especially not with how I've been doing it all. So, yeah, I just wanted to just bring those two last things up. I guess there really wasn't too much to say about it. Well, maybe there is. It is kind of a slim fitting shirt. So like if you're expecting that like baggy like 90s cut or whatever, like I'm wearing a medium. Honestly, I should wear a large because I'm like a grown man. But I'm still wearing like tiny clothes because I'm a millennial and apparently we all wear ankle socks and wear tight pants and that's lame now, but whatever. Like that's just how it's gonna be. So that's my breakdown of the shirts. I won't, badger everyone with information that you probably don't care about and or need, but that's a thing. So, all right, I'm going to answer some more of the chat briefly. And then, I don't know, 1 glass of wine for heart health. That's good for you, right? Okay. Jacob says I have to hit the street plazas. I'm assuming that's for Miami, and I could be swayed. Jumbo VR it. No, I don't know what that means. If you mean do VR, I don't know about that. So, that's the fun and video crash segments. Oh, dude, if you're here in the chat, you're my dog. So I'm just gonna spoil something I have in my mind. If I get bored and I do want to make something, I was listening to the Heath podcast, and he was talking about how his first video was red, blue, and black all over, or whatever it was. That fall video. I think it'd be. I'm sure as soon as I say this, somebody else will have the same idea, and they'll probably drop it before me. But it'd be funny just to do like a compilation of just all the falls. Like just make another fall video. There hasn't been a fall video in like how many years? For real. Like it wouldn't be like a real one, But I can't even remember the last like full fall edit or fall video or whatever. So that's just an idea. I think that'd be funny. Okay, I'm gonna read some more of the chats. It's just gonna be a Caleb and Heath section, honestly. It's gonna be. Sorry, boys. I wouldn't say it if you weren't my friends, because you can really, really, really make fun of your friends. All right. Eric Lopez, thank you. Not trying to crush it, just accidentally maybe doing it sometimes because my friends are good. So, god dang, there's a lot of these. Hold on. Um, howdy, Steve. Uh, Aaron Ferguson's in the chat. Aferg, what up? All unbelievable shits. Hello. Wonderful username. Ben says that's why a park edit would be great. We're still talking about the park edit. Because make us trying to get better at park know we aren't alone at being bad. You're definitely not alone at being bad. I'm hilariously bad at park as well. I think I can get warmed up to it again, but if you watched my Winter Clash edit I made, I went to Winter Clash, I dropped in, I tried to Royale coping and immediately hit my face. My first and only trick. Because that's how bad I am at skate parks. Jet lag didn't help. Showing up and having not skated in a month, and then also not having skated at a skate park in several months with jet lag after, having a bit of fun on the ride there. Yeah, that was probably just a bad idea. Like, you're surrounded by pros. You're a Winter Clash. You've never been. You're surrounded by pros. Everyone's super good because they all skate wood parks all the time because they live in Europe and they get to have that kind of neat stuff over there. And it's your turn to go. And I've snuck into the pro warm up and I'm like, all right, yeah, well, I'm gonna kill it too, pros. And you pump way too fast, you try way too hard, you've never skated the ramp before, it's completely unfamiliar, you hit your face on the ground and ruin your weekend. So skate parks are scary. Still never been to one. Okay. Aaron's listening to this at work. That's amazing. North Miami Beach got a nice pump track for y'all. Saw that. The painted one right by the dog beach. I almost brought my dog, but it's my birthday weekend, and I know, like, I just don't need responsibility in South Beach for your birthday. You just don't need that. So I do, maybe I might go to the pump track as well. Exciting. Aaron says, hit that like button. I mean, you can. I don't know if I'm ever going to do this again. It is fun. I will say it is fun, and I'm happy to get to talk to everyone again because, we used to do this every week on Ben's chat. So it is cool to get to talk to everybody. Blading Code said the Jumbo Gator shirts are perfect for the next Jumbo Wet T-shirt contest. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't have that amount of game. And I also do believe it might be the wrong decade for that. But if this is the late 90s, it could be going down. But I don't think it is. So oh wow, my phone says Andrew's calling me, but I don't know how to answer a call and live stream at the same time. It'd be funny if I could like chat him into it, but I don't want to chance it. Okay. So Dianaton Frites? I don't know how to say that. You're the only Dianaton I've ever met. He says, me and my friends here from south of Brazil love your content. Yo, thank you, dude. Shout out Brazil. Obrigado, right? No? Maybe it's close. I'm trying. Not a Portuguese speaker myself, but word. Mart says the Black Phillip shirt. Yeah, I don't think I ever talked about that, but we just straight up ripped off a movie. Whenever we made the goat shirt, he says Black Phillip. That's the name of the goat in the movie. The movie's called The Witch. We just straight up ripped off a movie cover, and we flipped the image and just made it a little orange, and that was it. It's just one of my favorite movies. So, and once again, the theme is always critters, and it's a goat, so it counts. We did that. Frank Stoner's in the chat? Stop it. Wait, Ross is in the chat. That's my dog, Ross. Ross Purrier. He's the funniest man in Austin. Wow. Just wait till you see him on Kill Tony. He's coming. He's gonna do it. Um, um, Block. Aich Block? How do you say your name? That's fun. He asked, "Where are the wheels poured?" They're poured right here in the city over in Hutto, Texas, by A&D AE&D Industries. Um, I'm not sure if that was supposed to be like a secret or something because I feel like nobody ever talks about where their stuff is poured, but that's just where we did it, and I don't care. We might never make another run of wheels again. The goal was always never. I don't want to be a wheel company or a shirt company or a this kind of company. The goal is just to kind of keep it moving. Like if we want to make swim trunks and like swim floaties, let's go. You know, if you want to drop a line of fucking I don't know, something that's not wheels next, like let's go. Like don't limit yourself. Stay open and keep it fun and that also gives you the ability to like really reach out of the norm. Uh It keeps it fun, it keeps it lighthearted to me, it keeps it, open-ended, and that makes me not want to quit because I wanna quit all the time, but stuff like this is fun, talking to y'all is fun, and stuff like that's fun, but anyways, that's where the wheels are poured. Long answer to a simple question, I'm a politician now. Um, all unbelievable shits, which I'm gonna now paraphrase as AUS, says 2X baggy or get the fuck out. And no, no, absolutely not. We have that. We do have double XL this time. Our first run of stuff, we didn't. This time we did go big and I went home because I'm at home. Um, let's see here. Okay, isn't VR just 360 cam? Oh, that's what you meant. Just bring a 360 cam to the skate park and film one like that. I could, and I do have a 360 cam. I used it recently though, and I just hate it, man. I hate I hate filming with it because I feel stupid running around the skate park. Just like you got to get so close to it, so you're already slamming this thing in your friend's like butt. You're already as close as you can be with a 360 camera, and then you got to go through and keyframe it all up and stuff like that. It's just woof. I didn't like it. I also don't like the way the footage looks all the time unless you're like pro and you really know how to do it. I'm not, and I don't know how to do it. So we're gonna need another guy. We're gonna need a different guy. I like to sit on my ass. I have my manual zoom, and I can get it. I can sit in one place, just get everybody just like that, and that's fine. So, um, Heavenly says all I have are fall videos. Well, welcome to the club. Uh, uh, Ramson Riggs said the fall segment's what got you pumped to skate. I don't want to think about falling while I skate. I don't even talk about it. If somebody brings up something tragic, I have to move away and not think about it. It does not get me pumped. In fact, it gets me scared. In fact, that's why I skate curbs only. So, Kevin Collins asked, "Do I watch What's Brewing?" I have definitely watched it because I like to see how they're stealing my shit, and that's a joke, sort of. I don't watch it all the time because I make it. I make something very similar, and after you're done filming it and editing it and posting it and doing all the things involved in that, it's really hard for me to also sit down and watch that too. So if I do watch stuff, I kind of skim through it. If there's chapters, I skim to the end of the chapters because that's usually where the hammer part is anyway. Um, Not, probably not the answer anyone would want to hear, but that's an honest one. I try to watch as much as I can when I can, but if I watch too much stuff, it's almost like overload for me, and I have to like calm down and stop and take a step back and want to miss it because that missing it motivates me to do that. So that's why I would want to do that. Okay. Let's see here. What up, Alex? What up, Toe Grab? It's my friend Laura Me. Can we put a bunch of corn dogs in Poncho Lawn and Skate SA? I don't know exactly what that means. I personally won't eat corn dogs. I will eat a nicer bratwurst. It's brat summer, as people have said. And Skate SA, yes, I intend to go to San Antonio sometime. Not soon. Like maybe in a couple months. So, okay. Also, this is making folding laundry very chill. And I agree with you. I've also been folding laundry on video. So I'm with you. Like by all means, I hope I'm in your AirPods chilling with y'all while you get stuff done today. We're trying to get stuff done today. Uh, oh man, this is easy. Wow, you just read the chat and talk to people. Man, no wonder Ben and everyone live streams. This is so chill. Okay. So okay, dude, we need you to do this so much. You use the meme sound button just like Ben. Maybe. I'd have to buy a separate monitor. I'd have to buy that extra little box they use to do the stuff. Also, I don't know if I could do the live streaming and the content creation. I think I'd blow my brains out if I had to do more than that. I'm just doing this right now because I'm alone and it seemed fun. So, um, dude, all right, Frank, yeah, jumbo house slippers or get the fuck out. I totally agree. Do I think anyone would buy jumbo house slippers? Absolutely not. But I like the sentiment. I like the idea of having goofy stuff, like fun stuff. You buy it and probably throw it away after the summer type stuff. Like I was saying, pool floaties. I think that's fun. I think that's silly, and I think it adds to our culture in ways that we don't have. Like something like that idea. Like we don't. I think the closest we got to something like that was like gods made underwear, right? Did they make underwear? That is pretty close. Oh shit. I just thought of so many fun scenarios with that, but we won't talk about it on live. Get canceled on your first live feed. Is that even possible? Nah. Nah. Andrew Tate can do this and he didn't get canceled, so I'm sure they wouldn't cancel me for like underwear jokes. Okay. Um what up, Train? And Deonaton says that you started making a DIY park here because skateboarders don't like that we wax everything. Well, I mean, I think that's a worldwide problem. The battle for waxing the park, and that's sick, dude. By all means, make your own spot. We have our own spot. We go to it every Wednesday, and it's a great escape. We still get to practice and hang out and have fun and be homies, which is so important to be homies with your friends that you skate with. Because it's weird, like if you skate with people but you don't like them or like they're not actually your boys or whatever. Make some shit. I think that's cool. I think like even if it's just a tiny little ledge, like, dude, we already talked about this. We just skate flat ledges and skate parks anyway. Make a flat ledge, show up with your boys, wax it as much as you want. It's so fun. So I shout out to you, man. That's cool. If you're making stuff, you're cool. You're immediately our friend if you're making stuff. So um AUS asks, do I read? Yes. To You asked Stephen King specifically. No. I am rereading Lord of the Rings right now, though, and that's a lot of fun. It's always fun. Um, Prior to that, is I read like two Bourdain books. Prior to that, I read some like really boring like history book that we're not going to talk about. But okay, because who wants to talk about books in the chat? I don't. I mean, I can, I might, but not on the skate chat. We'll do Jumbo Book Club later. Um, do any Jumbo riders skate anti-rocker? Jim asks. And I'd say if any of them did, they'd immediately get kicked out. They get jumped out, actually. So We've pressured everyone that skates with us to ride flat, and if you don't ride flat, then you can't skate with us. Regina George. That's a joke. I'm joking, by the way. Rasmussen rode flat for a long time, but he also quit for a long time. Then he came back and sobered up and skates flat now. So no, no, literally every single one of us skates flat, and that's pretty cool. I think not to go on a tangent, but I get asked about this sometimes in my DMs anyway. People are like, "Can't believe you skate flat," like all this stuff. They make frames for it, man. There's teeth here. It blocks the wheels. Like you can just now you can turn and you can go fast, and also it looks cool. And if we all skate this, we all understand it. We all are kind of having the same like technical prowess. We can all respect it the same way instead of having like just a big old freestyle block there, like Roy out with a big old freestyle block. And I'm like, oh, of course you did, but like, I mean, I say that it's not like we're skating 80 millimeter wheels or anything too. It doesn't matter. I'm just ranting. But I skate flat because it's more fun, it's more sick, and it looks really cool. So hate on me if you want. Don't care. Aaron asked, how's the DIY doing? Any new features in the works? We've been wanting to finish out the quarter. It's really Heath's pet project, for the record. I don't do anything unless Heath says, hey, man, we're going to make, because I don't want the responsibility of that pet project. But we did tap the budget pretty heavy on that box. That box, the coping box we made, $500, I think, around like at the end of it, like after you made all the coping, you did all the rebar, you got the center blocks, you got all the different kinds of concrete and stuff like that. It was around $500 just to make one box. So that was expensive. And also it's too hot to do manual labor in the summer. Like we could start early, but since it's like my break time, like I said earlier in the chat, I'm not doing too much for like another month. Like this, I'm surprised I've done this for 41 minutes. I thought I was going to jump on for 30 minutes. I was going to watch the Austin FC game. And I'm just missing it. And that's cool because this actually did wind up being fun. So anyways, no DIY stuff in the till as far as I know, but I haven't talked about it in a little bit. So, okay. How's the straight edge life going? I was never straight edge. I did tone stuff down. Like I'm not like getting blackout on Tuesday or anything like that. I'm drinking more water. I'm a little more cognizant of how I'm doing myself. Like for instance, I'm drinking a glass of wine, 1 glass, and then that's it because I don't have any more. So that's an easy way to cut yourself off. But just one for fun to get the jitters. I'm talking on the internet in front of people. I'm nervous. My goodness. That's funny. Okay. Houston has a great $6 million skate park. Yes. And I'm sure there are 6 million people there. So, Mart says, I still reference your tutorial plus videos, and I like trying to make my tricks feel solid and proper. It's fun to have a goal. Word. I love that. That's super cool. I do want to do fish brains soon because I think that there's a lot of different ways to do them. I think there's a lot of different ways to do them right. I haven't talked about one-footed tricks and like grabbing and when to do that and like what would make things more respected versus like more safe and a little bit more wishy-washy. Like I think that fish brain is such a fun trick to talk about, but maybe soon. And I'm happy to hear that you liked them because I thought that was like it was content I loved to make, but I figured a majority of rollerbladers already know how to do the stuff I'm talking about, so they'll probably get overlooked. Unless it was COVID and there was like 300 new people a day coming into the sport. That would have been the time to have them all, but missed that boat. Still going to make them. Missed the boat. So, Um, we need more koozies. You're right, dude. I only have one. Like I gave them all away, and I only have one left. And if I lose that one, I don't have any of them. So we might need to make more. Um, Justin says I need to go to Salt Lake, and I could, I could, I could. We're going to Puerto Rico pretty soon, and that's after I go to Mexico. So if we did do something like that, it'd be way down the line. We are going to Blade Cup. So we all picked one event. We're like, all right, where would we like as a group, where would we want to go for sure? And I love the Frankie comp. I think it's so sick. But like since we just went and I've been the past like 2 years in a row or three, I don't remember. Um, we thought we'd spice it up and go to them cup. So we're gonna all be there. Um, Jim says I grew up in the 90s, came back last year. Welcome back. And I'm still riding anti. Ride anti. That's fine. Get on the train tracks, baby. Like, just go straight. Pick your wheels up to turn. It's fine. I mean, dude, royaling is a blast. I made a freestyle setup last week, just a royale for a million miles with no consequence, and it was really fun. Although I'd gotten so accustomed to be able to like move, have those like micro adjustments and movements easily that when I did go to jump, even though I was riding freestyle, like you can't miss, the way my body was trying to move, like I couldn't move because I couldn't turn and it was causing me to jump weird and I'd still mess up. So it was still kind of dangerous. Um Jacob asked, did Brian, I guess this means Brian Weiss, double pass the jumbo vibe check? Yeah, Brian's the man, dude. Brian let me stay at his house whenever he didn't even know who I was. So he passed the vibe check like years ago. And I really appreciate that. And also he's super good at skating and was super fun. And he kind of motivated me to not be a piece of shit and to not like it's a bummer to say this, not drink as much. All those dudes did. Like once I got to hang out with the standard dudes and I mean I knew Stefan forever. But seeing them and how they handled their business, watching how they actually cared about their themselves, how they have like a normal sleep schedule, how they don't like act like a degenerate on the weekends and how they handle their business. It was really professional. It was the opposite of how I do it. So that motivated me to tighten my game up like by like 1%. Not I didn't change my whole life, but at least 1% tightened up a little bit. Not a lot. So, yeah, he passed the vibe check. Answered the question there. Dada Creative says caveman for life. Caveman is something I call skating freestyle, means no middle wheels in the middle. I also like the term ghost rocker because you can't see your middle wheels. They're just ghost. I invented Julian rocker, which is Julian Cadeau, which is just keeping your spacers in your freestyle frame. Shout out Julian. He'll never watch this and never hear this, but if for some weird reason he does, hello. Okay. Oh man. Holy fuck. Cool. Ryan, yo, thanks, dog. You did not have to do that, but I mean like I really appreciate it. Not unexpected, beautiful, and unexpected. So thank you, dog. I just skipped everyone else's comments because I saw that and I was like, oh shit, I got money. Appreciate you. Okay. Ramps and rigs. I've never skated I've never skated AR, anti-rocker. I did freestyle once in 1997. Well, leave it in the past because we've grown up now. In fact, my middle wheels finally grew in. So I hope that they don't ever fall out. So that's good. Whenever you grow up and your middle wheels grow in, I like that. Like how that works. So that was fun. Premondo asks, will Jumbo be going on a world tour? I like to call every trip I go on a world tour because technically you are traveling around the world in small increments. So I think it's funny to say, like, we called our Barcelona winter class trip Jumbo World Tour. We went to 2 places, but um, an actual world tour, absolutely not. We have like almost no money for sure. We have a little bit of money. Shout out to everyone, like for real. Shout out to everyone that bought stuff, especially the book. The book came up, so that's how we're able to do Puerto Rico. Maybe we'll do a world tour over the course of like 20 years, 1 or 2 dudes at a time, and probably just to like the major metro areas that everyone's already skated. So no, the answer is no. Ah, bummer. Oh well. I'll say it out loud and get it over with. No. But Puerto Rico, it's gonna be fun. Miami in 2 weeks is gonna be fun, even though it's just me and not Jumbo. But Choo Choo Train, whose name is actually Train, the only train we'll all ever meet. There's only one train, and he's here in the chat. He says that old clip of the fish on that huge ledge. I don't know what you're talking about. So unless it's Yandi's big fish on that big ledge that he filmed in Austin, that was treacherous. So, okay. Let's see here. I'm going to cruise down a bit because I read slow. And I'm also reading in front of everyone. So a little nerve wracking. Don't want to stumble like that, you know? I love okay, Ramps and Riggs again, like 45, getting back into skating. Love that. Love that, dude. I love that all the boys are coming back. Everyone's so hard pressed on like, we got to get the kids to skate. And I agree. Sure, if the kids want to, if they can get off of like Fortnite or whatever they do, I don't know. But I've noticed the biggest resurgence skating had, I think it appeals to like 28 to 45-year-olds the most. Like if we talk about newcomers that actually care and like actually want to learn and give a crap, I really think like focusing on that age group makes like way more sense. That's why I'm not too concerned about like putting out content that's like PG or whatever. Like I'm not worried about like kids in diapers watching like videos of 35-year-old men skating street. Like I think we should appeal to the people that want to be here. And I notice 28 to 45, like that's at least my viewership. And I think that there's a lot of people, a lot of people that have come back. Anyways, yeah, I think we should all make content and like push that. Like these are the people that want to be here. Let's love them. Let's do that. And let's not make it like skating in diapers for babies 101. Let's like make it grown man skating for cool rad dudes 101. Maybe not that exact title, but can't edit that out now, can we? So oh, fun. Grinder blader, I only need to go straight. Well, hey, you know, good. Keep grinding. All right. Goodness. Definitely a slow reader here. FYI, new Dripping Springs skate park is open. Dude, I tried to go there today. They opened this badass new, oh my God, it's a skate park. Oh, I've outed myself. I was definitely looking at skating at a skate park. Dang it. The charade is over. I was going to go to a skate park, but just to skate a ledge. So it's still just, it's street basically. Yeah. So anyways, I've been outed now. Thank you, Sean, for completely outing me. Everyone knows the truth. So, okay. Dave says, man, Ben looks haggard after his social media break. You're talking about, yeah, I'm Ben Sanders now. Hello. I got a lot less, no more sexy beard and a little more homeless on the hair routine. So what's up, roller booters? Um, okay, I'm almost done. I'm almost done here, but this was fun. I am gonna finish the comments, and then I'm probably gonna have to watch House of the Dragon and eat some like sandwiches because that's what I do. Don't spoil House of the Dragon in the chat. I haven't seen the new one. Um, okay. Raimondo says, "Come to Canada. That would be the farthest north I've ever gone." Any collab plans with Jeremy Batol for a graphic? All right, so I think Jeremy Batol is super badass. In fact, can everyone stay still? 1 second. I got my girlfriend to help me sew this. This is the hardest jacket of all time. Made a Caspa jacket. I love Batol's stuff. I love it. However, I think all of rollerblading has like used him, and I don't want to burden him with just one more project for one more rollerblading company. And two, like, I don't know, like, I haven't asked. I haven't thought about it. We have one guy named Josh Castillo, also known as GoGo, who does a grand majority of our stuff. He does all the design work. He custom made our jumbo font. He did this shirt that I'm wearing. He did, he done all our stuff except for the Wolfman. I have to run it by him. I'm not in charge of the art. I just film the stuff. So that's that. Cool. Like where your head's at, though, Eric. Like where your head's at. There you go. So Ryan asks, has anyone here transitioned from skating to marathon running? Interesting. I mean, it's all cardio, so I bet we'd all be pretty good at it. Because if you rollerblade a lot, you probably like, you got a little bit of legs on you. That would be pretty quick at it. To this point, Jacob G is never going to stop rollerblading. Salute, sir. Me neither, probably. Ryan says 38, too scared to breaking bones, needing massive life-changing surgery. Bro, I'm about to turn 37 in 2 weeks, so I understand. We're skating curbs now. We're curb skaters now. So I would say if you're thinking about running, I would look up knees over toes guys on YouTube. And if you're going to incorporate running into your routine, definitely do like at least some backwards running, at least that with it. Because running's what screwed my knees up like bad. And that's why I was out for 2 years recently. It's based off of running and overusing my stuff. So I don't know. Running sketches me out. We're opposites here. You're scared of skating. I'm actually scared of running. I don't run often. Okay. So G Carter just got back in after 22 years. Dang. 22 years out the game. And you're taking your 4-year-old to Playland. That's great. Dude, welcome back. I love the homies that are back. I was saying, like, we're all coming back. It's literally back to blading. That's why I ride standards. Because Lawrence does that. Lawrence catered to these people. He created a community. He was super mega positive. And yeah, man, love to hear this. Love that the boys are coming back. So, okay. Holy smokes, there's so many people in the chat. This is crazy. Dang. All right, dang. I might never get off this thing. I thought there was going to be an end to the comments. Maybe if all my answers didn't take 5 minutes at a time, I'd make it to the end. So, okay, let's see here. Let me skip this conversation between dudes. Caleb's in the chat. What up, dog? Caleb Benavidez. He's on the team. The team. There's not a team. It's just a friendship company where I monetize my friendships. Oh God. Deanna 10. I know I'm slaughtering your name, dog, and I'm sorry. I know I'm messing it up. But he asks, where do I recommend to learn Royales? I would say a ledge for sure, not a rail, because Royales, you're probably going to slip out. a million times. It's good to learn that, like, where your wheels are anyway. You can sometimes use your wheels on the ledge to, like, kind of brake or slow down if you need to. It's good to have that ledge there to catch yourself on, so you don't just, like, get slapped down on a rail. Um, yeah, I say a ledge, but I'm also a ledge skater. I can't skate rails at all, so I'm extremely biased. So, there you go. Rollerblading is still fun is in the chat. It's Josh Navarafar. He actually made a video called Rollerblading is Still Fun. And it turns out that it's true. It's true. It is. That's good. Okay. I'm going to skip a few of these. Go is the man. Oh, look at Stefan Brando in the chat. I was talking about you, dog. I was talking about you earlier. It was good. Don't worry, it was good. It's lame, but it was good. It was about how you were a good influence. I'm joking. Okay. Ryan says, I'm jealous y'all can still skate. I always sucked, but it's still fun. I completely feel you, dog. I sometimes ride BMX, and I'm embarrassingly bad at it, but I do it still, too, because it's fun. It's also interesting using a brand new sport like that to look at the one that I'm currently doing with rollerblading through a different lens. Because when I'm riding bikes, like I want to know something like, oh, how do you do a whatever trick, right? I'll YouTube it, and I find myself looking for certain types of content that I would never search for in rollerblading, and it makes me realign like my focus. Like, oh shoot, this is what being a newcomer is like in the sport. Now I know maybe how to take some of that, filter it back into rollerblading, and I do that via sucking at something super bad like BMX. It's been helpful. So yeah, let's keep sucking because we're not pro. So like, I guess that's fine. We don't have to be good. You just have to have fun, and that's good enough. Rand McNally, that's cool that you cross train with ultra running. There was running, but now there's ultra running, and I don't even know what that is. It's some Sonic the Hedgehog style shit for sure, though. I'm kidding. I'm having fun here. I'm sorry. Okay. Here we go. I've made it to the end. There's no more scrolling. This is so sick. All right. If I hurry, I can finish. Pause. V2 is the truth, Jim, says Stefan Brando. And I'm sure he's talking about version 2 of the standards. See, I would have said version 1's the truth. A lot of people said, my heels hurt or something like that. I just fiddled with it enough to make it work. And then I skated it for more than 2 weeks and I got used to it and it doesn't hurt me anymore. So I can't wait to try a V2 if they ever come out. And I thought V1 was pretty tight too, so that's good. Happy to hear it's the truth. Very nice. So, okay. This is great content. I don't think so, but appreciate you being here. It's giving me something to do. I would have been watching anime and eating Fritos. So, okay. Ramson Riggs says, I just miss all the tricks I used to do. Yeah, feel that. Don't we all? So, okay. Yeah, all right. Real quick. Ramson Riggs says, I don't bend like I used to. I'm going to say this every time I get a chance to. Literally, YouTube, knees over toes guy. And all the stretches and stuff he shows you that you don't want to do them. If he starts showing you stretches with weights in your hand and you really don't want to do it, for sure do it because it changed my life and it gave me skating back. So his like leg routine, the stuff he does, like to be able to like dunk a basketball, if you follow that stuff, even if it's lame, even if you're like just doing tiny baby like inch high squats, I promise it works. It's insane that it works. And it's even more insane that that's for free because this dude is making money for sure. Like I downloaded his app. I support him full stop. But if you want to be flexible and get your leg strength back and be able to jump high and stuff like that, takes a minute. It took me a year, But now I'm back. Like I feel as good as I felt when I was like in my late 20s, and I'm about to be 40 in like just a couple more years, man. So I'm with you. Oh, that hurt to say out loud. So, all right, Ruby. Jumbo has really helped me and my husband motivation to start skating. Let's go. That's so sick to read every time. It's literally the reason I keep doing it. We also watched Back to Blading. That's a yeah, double whammy, double dragon. That's cool. I think those little challenges and stuff that Lawrence does on Back to Blading are so important because, like, especially if you live alone, like in a town, you're the only rollerblader or something. Like, we connect like this. We connect via the internet. This is how we get together and like transfer knowledge amongst each other and feel like we're doing something because we are. And whenever you have a little challenge, like, all right, yo, everyone do a Mizu, like however big or small, it doesn't matter. It's a beautiful way for us to come together, feel included, want to push ourselves, want to be a part of a community. And I think that that's sick that you're skating, Ruby. You and the hubby. Let's go. Love that. So, okay. Here we go. Happy early 5K subs. Thanks, dog. Oh, man. I don't even look at the numbers anymore because they move slowly. And I think it's all arbitrary. I think all rollerblading content's always just going to get around like 2 to 5,000 views. And then the rest will probably just be random trickle throughs for the next several years. So 5,000, I maxed out. That's it. That's all of us that care to be on YouTube. So thank you. I appreciate it. I know I'm making light of it, but I actually do appreciate it. Yo, rollerblading is still fun. Knees over toes. Gonna check it out. Good. Everyone should check it out. It's perfect. Data Creative says, come to Chicago. Well, I missed that boat last week, didn't I? That contest looks sick, though. I sent some product. I sent, like, not very much, but a little bit. So I don't know what they did with it, but I did want to support that event. That event's been a long time running. $8,000 in prizes. That was insane. The skating was out of this world. And of course, Julian won. So good. He's on. We gave him a hat. He's on the team. There's no team. All right. I'm not going to talk about Harry Potter, Stefan, like where your head's at. I'm not going to talk about it, though. Not in public. Jim says that you use Jumbo to get hyped to go skate. Love that. Can't believe that because I watch it and I'm like, damn, I don't want to watch this footage ever again because I edited it for like 10 hours. And last, and I'm going to stop here with Chris Santiago, and that's it. This is going to be the last question. Let's see. Or it's not even a question. It's probably just a statement. So happy to see how great Jumbo has done from seeing all the creativity flourish and everyone's amazing skating showcase. Thanks for awesome content. Yo, thank you, dog. That was a beautiful last comment to read. That made me happy, man. I did not intend to do this. I thought we were going to get on here and talk about wheel profiles and other super lame, niche, nerdy stuff, rollerblade nerd stuff, which I don't normally do. But yeah, man, thank y'all. There aren't a lot of us here, but the ones that are here, I really do appreciate it. And I don't know, just wanted to say what up. I think it's good. Maybe I'll take over for Ben until he gets back, but probably not. We'll let somebody else do that because I'm bad at it. But it was good talking to everyone. If you supported it at all, if you bought the gigantic book, if you got the wheels, the shirts, whatever, like, or if you just watch stuff like and want to get into skating, thank you. Always. I don't have much to say, so I won't ramble on forever. I hope you all have a beautiful night, and I hope to see you in the future sometime. Now I have to learn how to cut this off. I don't know how. Oh, there it is. All right. Bye, everyone.